Okay, I think I am live now. Let me just do a quick check here on a few things that are coming up, and then I will get my postings. I'm ran a little bit later today just due to a loss of voice and a need for pizza. So I've gotten some pizza. I've imbibed the pizza. That sounds like I'm drinking pizza. I did not smoothie the pizza, I swear. Um, but I did get some pizza. I got some food in me. I rested my voice a little bit after work. I had a long day, and then I actually met with a dog sitter for my paparuski. So the Otso is going to be on be watched over the weekend, and I don't know how I feel about that. He's 6 years old. I'm sure surely he's fine, but we'll see. Um, so I'm a little bit late and a little bit early, depending on what postings you guys are seeing. Let's see here. Gravitas 2 general admins. There's crashes going on. All right, I'm gonna post this up here, and then also post this over in the promotion space, and then I should be ready to go. But yeah, my gosh, I did a lot of talking today. Actually, yesterday as well. My voice was just destroyed. But I am excited to like see the end results of that talking. Tomorrow I have to do a little bit more, and then I am free. I have a long weekend planned, so I'm very excited. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So, already lost a viewer. That tells me good things. I kid. But let's see here. So I got my chat going on here. And I'm gonna put Discord down one just so I don't have to see that. And yeah, I should be able to see people, hear people. Ad break is gonna start in 5 minutes, so I'm not gonna snooze that. No, thank you. And yeah, this is my last big trip for summer, and after this, I kind of gotta think about the fact that fall is happening. Gross, I know, but eventually I must acknowledge it. And then I did want to say thank you to VRTXD who followed me 4 days ago, so in between streams. So if you are watching VODs, thank you so much. I appreciate the follow. And yeah, our YouTube actually got to 500 after the last video, so I was really excited. Uh, Madness, you know? Um, and I did a lot in progression for the next my next video. So if you are here and you don't want spoilers, you shouldn't be here. Um, I do plan on streaming up on getting my video up for next. What time is it? Ba-da-ba-ba. Friday, but we'll see depending on my ability to do some editing. I may end up editing on the train. Yes, I'm going on a train. A fancy day. All right. Looks like my connection's good. Excellent. We got things. So yeah, welcome to the madness. I actually am trying to solve one thing today, and if you've been in my streams before, you might see that as completely new. But I did some work finally on these builds over here, and my great nemesis is back, and that is called putting a roof on these. So this is the first time I've done buildings in groups like this. Oh, my helicopters aren't rendering in, so I didn't realize there was another spider. I knew there was one spider. This guy just waiting for me, just lurking, and his little spider companion. But I didn't notice the spider legs out of that one. Madness. But yeah, so I got this kind of situated while I was working on things. And I now need to do some roofs. So I was actually following a tutorial on some base shapes from a YouTuber called Happy, actually. They haven't posted in a few years, but I'm going to quickly put their little video. They have a tutorial that's how to build classical townhouse, and I was using that for some shaping. It's definitely, you can tell that it's not like an exact, but it looks like they want me to use like something like quartz, a white block. So maybe I have some marble. I could take a look. Otherwise, we can definitely put it in the rock crusher. I think I have enough of a lot of these. Dolomite, I definitely know. And I think, what is it called? I actually am like, one of the most blocks I have is deep slate. Once I finally got that moving, which is fantastic. So I will, let's see, marble. I got some. I feel like it's going to be way too bright, if that makes sense. What type of marble can we do? I would like something that it's almost feels like a modern marble, a modern design. Because it kind of has that weird little lip that comes from modern stuff, but it might be double stairs. So I like raw marble better than I do the non-raw marble. So I'm just gonna grab some of this and take a look at that. But in the meantime, I do want to make sure I do some processes going. So let's take a look here. I got stuff coming into my crushing. Oh, thermal. Thermal is out, so I need to grab this stuff, purified. And purified's getting there, so let's do this. Looks like we got a ton of copper, so let's just load this guy up. Da, 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 da. And yeah, welcome to Gravitas Chores. We don't do anything. No, we do stuff here. It's fun, but it is pretty chill times, and always happy to just kind of chat. If you're playing Gravitas, you can understand the grind is real, or if you're just doing like a Greg Tech pack or any type of Minecraft, the goal is to kind of just get a chance to chill together. Maybe you're working on some things that you need to grind out as well. And some of this stuff is just really hard to do solo when I could be doing literally anything else. Anything. But I enjoy it. It's fun. All right, let's see here. And we got this here. And yeah, lots of galena. So much stuff, but it's good. Good. Ba-da-ba-da. And I was working on getting some ethylene in store, but right now it's still a pretty temporary setup. But I will plan to expand on it here shortly. I think my temporary setup is over in this space here, where I'm just using the raw oil, sorry, the heavy oil, and doing some transitioning here. And you can see I've pulled out 156 buckets of ethylene so far. It's nothing too fast. I think it gets tied up on this guy. It's pretty slow, the distillation, but this is like not that. I'm not too worried about it. It can do what it can do. And I am debating on whether or not I should put interior doors here. I kind of want to do some interior doors, make this like a little factory style thing, but we'll have to see there. All right, the video I was looking at is for one of the ones that is more flat. So I'm thinking it would be for this one. And where's my rock cutter? There it is. As we slowly float down. Oh my god, this has been tormenting me. This is fine. It's fine. What we're going to do is just a little bit of these, and then have to finagle. I don't like this cutoff, but I did the same thing down at that bottom, so I think I'm just going to have to learn to accept my choices, which definitely takes some work once in a while. All right, this isn't going to come very easily, is it? All right, we'll have to do a placeholder one here, and what I was seeing is this had like the, I always think of it the modern style when they are, come on out, where they do this, and then they go and do this, and you get that band around the edge. So it kind of has a band around the edge and then goes up into like a triangle-y thing. So I think we're gonna remember the building gadget, because it's fantastical. Yes, please. And we will make this thing, at least on this side, to see if I hate it or not. Sometimes I hate it enough to change it. Sometimes I hate it enough I don't hate it enough to change it. And I think that's an important distinction to be made. All right. So this will be here, and then it'll come into the other pieces when they are here as well. So let's pop this here. That. And here. Do. And, oh, there we go. Glorious day. And I also want to look into actually getting scorched guns ammo soon, because I do need it. I realized. And then I think we're going to go deep slate on this. I will create this piece just in case and put this guy in so it will have that aesthetic. And then we'll do the top half of this. This is potentially going to be ugly as bejesus, and we'll just have to deal with it and let let's pretend we like it. You know, that type of style. Ah, just jumping through all of my stuff here. All right, here we go. And then I want to get some deep slate. Excellent. I also find that they grow on me the more I let them sit, and then I feel more confident in stuff, but the initial thought of some of my stuff is like, ugh. And it's really just unfair. It's my eyes are wanting to see something else. All right, so I need some more cobbled deep slate because I'm down to 72, which is definitely not enough. So let's grab some of that deep slate. And we're going to do the most riveting thing here, which is stick it in front of this formation plane. Ha ha ha. Do 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 do. I'll shelf here my block breaking skills. All right. Badoo badoo. And it looks like one block, another block, another block. Okay. We can see what this looks like. Badoo 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 badoo. Excellent. Gosh, yeah, I'm so excited to have this. I'm going to check the circuit number I have. So I have 11 HV circuits and 16 MV and 30 LV. So I think we're sitting pretty good. I do need to break into the next step in the quest for HV, but I want to kind of do that in a video. So actually breaking into getting this, but I do want to get like the plastic circuits, etching fluid. Oh, sodium persulfide or iron chloride 3. Okay, that makes sense. Those will come in time. Look at this thing. If you haven't seen this, I'm so excited. I put windows in here. I didn't want to get rid of my view. You know, it's beautiful. Nothing like seeing my island. I do want to get a little lighthouse over there. So if anyone has any suggestions, let me know. Badoo, 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 badoo. I'm just a person doing person. My bed! Oh my gosh, I was looking for this. Okay. You were part of my conversation. I will bring that up in a video. Silly creepers, I know you're in there trying to murder me. Alright, so I just need to run this. I should have gotten more, what is it called? More marble. There we are. So let's look at that marble. So I'm using raw marble, and I believe I can use the rock breaker for this. Excellent. And I just need that on that. So, all right. Raw marble, yes please. And then I want to get a flux point. A new flux point for the, whatchamacallit, the machine. My little rock making system thing that I got going on over here, it is not the fanciest at all. The little creeper tries to murder me, so I gotta fly over him or jump over him. Okay, he tried to murder me once, and I've held it against him this whole time. Oop, too far. This piece. This is the thing I'm trying to look at. Alright. So we're out of the fluid. We're out of this, and now we just need to put this on here nowadays and say, hey. But I don't want this. I would like some marble, please. Excellent. So that'll work on that. In the meantime, we will get these guys done up. This may be enough, to be honest. I haven't really checked to see if there was a ton of a marble need on this. All right, let's get back over to this spot. Gosh, I love the building gadgets. They are so useful. There's that. And then, of course, I didn't do the top style. But luckily, we have a jetpack. And it makes life so much easier. So much easier. All right. And now this side. I know I said I was only going to do a part of it, but then I just started building the whole thing out. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Badoo. Oh, hey! Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you guys for the raid. I see, I'm not sure. Oh, I did see there's something up in the corner there. Welcome to my ATM Gravitas, Delio. Vasilio too, coming in with a raid. Thank you. Um, I think you might be the first people to ever raid me. I'm gonna be honest. Let me check my Delia. There we are. For some reason, my multi-stream Delia wasn't coming up, but hey, what's up? That's High Key Fire build. Thank you so much. I actually did this as a whatchamacallit. Part of it's a tutorial, but then it's augmented to TFC stuff. So that one's my own design, and so is this one. And I'm working on the world's interesting building here. But this is my little gravitas, my whatchamacallit, my HV Greg Tech building. So it's got this little it's got this little system going on. And there's my thing I'm working on right now. So, not sure which one you said that was cool on, but I appreciate it. I really enjoy building and doing Greg Tech stuff as well. What game did you come from? What's Terra Firma Max Voltage here? Ah, gotcha. So I'm playing ATM Gravitas 2. So it comes with a variety of mod packs. It's like all the mods, one of their things. And one of the pieces is Terra Firma Craft. So if you look at like, excuse me, I have a teleporting dealio on. The water actually, not the water, the way the world forms is different. It actually has like collapsible blocks and things like that, like not just this stuff, but out in the world. And you can see that I actually have like down in this corner food and heat and all that fun stuff. So makes eating more important, but I just eat garlic, I'm going to be honest. And then it also has the Greg Tech Minecraft mod as well. So these are Greg Tech stuff, and they come with different tiers. So we're in an HV, I think, now, which is high voltage. So tells you I spent way too many hours playing this one. GTNH hardcore. Hardcore? Oh my gosh, I'd be so stressed. I actually was, see, that guy, he's just been luring me. We don't normally get surface mobs in this, which thank God, GTNH, that's one of the detriments. But these guys came near a blood moon and sat right there haunting me. Okay, you spent like 4 hours to make 5 structures? What type of structures? I'm curious on. Oh, as I am dying of thirst. But I've always, like, I really like GTNH. It is a commitment. I said I was going to delay, and then I played this one for like the last way too long. Let's go with that. Did you just start your world, or how long have you been on GTNH? All right, we are doing some ugly building because I don't know about this roof. The great test of it all, you know? But yeah, what was it? I think my first video I said I wasn't going to play GTNH because I knew I was going to get overcommitted. And then that was a year and a half ago. This world isn't a year and a half long, but it's really nice. That sounds like, are you good at surviving, John, in hardcore? I fall and die to stupid things. Can I actually do my death notes? If we visibly tog my deaths in this area, let me see here. Most of them are from falling. I was building over in that corner, and things fell on me. You've gotten up to. I'd be curious. I am just notoriously bad at falling, which is why I actually have hover mode locked on to these guys, because they hurt so much. 147 hours? Wow, yeah, you survive way better than I do. I do not survive that well. I'm at, what was my last death? 58 deaths over 390 hours in this world. So, I'm just excited because I finally have the Greg Tech's clean room, which you guys play GTNH, so you guys can see this thing. This is a superfluous clean room. I put windows in it to match the outside. It doesn't have everything in here yet. I plan to go a little more hardcore with like layers of it, But yeah, I matched my windows to the outside. You're an LV trying to get to MV. Nice. Yeah, I have what is it called? I have a little LV workshop, which is I'm using the what is it, Ender IO to just move around right now. But this is my LV workshop, and I just for so long this would have blown up, I think, in the rain because I was a problem. I had a problem with that. You have 103 hours worth of attempts. Is it Vasilio? Don't remember how many in the current world. Oh my gosh. Is that like is that your current long length of living, or is that trying to think when you say attempts, I'm like, is this do you come on to the world again in a different fashion? I'd be curious. Seems that you need good circuits, meaning that I need G and A. Oh, to get diodes. Yeah, I'm running into the issue where my plastic circuit boards and my sodium persulfate or iron 3 chloride, I need to get a passive generation to it. I've been doing it on demand, and it hasn't been sufficient. But it took me forever to get into Greg Tech because I think this is my pre-Greg Tech setup here. This is mostly Terra Firmacraft, a little bit of Greg Tech you can kind of see over yonder, and Create Diesel going on. That's one of my main oil factory things. So this is, and then I got my Create train. Sorry about the flashing there. I had a hype train one time, so I decided to build a very expensive train, and right now it just circulates in the nether. So yeah, these guys are my my little fun visits. This one got lit on fire at one time. Totally normal. But yeah, just creates a big part of early game. So I got this guy going on, and then over here I got a little bit more, but I'm going to show you guys something here since you guys are here. My favorite part is this guy over here. The silliest building I've ever done. It has Create Distillery in here for gasoline and diesel. So you can jump way ahead to get those compared to Greg Tech. And I foolishly, maybe not foolishly, I decided we have free cam in this, so I decided to build this tunnel in a world that has collapses and build a little oil rig. This was literally could have just been a Create pipe. But yeah, I built this thing. Ignore the giant squid that's trying to die up there. He's going to successfully die, actually. Yeah, we got a little oil rig up here. Pulling up lava. And this is the silliest build I've ever done. It was absolutely unnecessary. Runs off lava wheels and literally could have just been a pipe in the ground. This guy takes a while to die. But yeah, I wanted to show that if you guys pop by. Just silly. Just small. It was a big build. It was just a... Oh, we're filling this thing up. And I attached my tank to it. So I die right here way too often because I haven't finished it. Because the elevator won't work until the tank goes. No. Something gonna kill me again? Nope. Press the button! I don't recommend attaching your lava tank to your elevator if you're worried about dying ever. Go forth. Faster. Right now I finally have if you notice right there, that's a ender tank over there. Much safer. Much more recommended. There we go. And yeah, sometimes we don't really get spawn things on the ground, which I think is really a big difference from GTNH. But I do love that mod pack. I keep watching, what was it, Threefold? Vasilio, do you do streaming or do you do YouTube as well? Got a dip? Have a good stream? Yeah, no, absolutely. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll have to definitely, I'll give you a follow, see what you're up to. But lawn bases are perfectly A-okay. That's awesome. And also, thank you for the follow. Look, I'll even do the YouTube thing. I hope you have a good night. Yeah, thank you for the follow and nice to hear from you. But yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out what you're up to because I love some Greg Tech New Horizons. Now it comes down the big part of it comes down to how much time can I commit to Greg Tech New Horizons. And I just said I wasn't going to play this one too long. I think between this world and my first playthrough, I'm probably up to, gosh, 900 hours in this mod pack. Just a small, normal one. All, all the time, John. Do you play Greg Tech all the time? Sorry, Greg Tech New Horizon. One must if they are cool like that. I am trying to figure out if how far my next build, to be honest, because I absolutely need some new stuff. But Gravitas is a different beast. It does have deep slate in some of these things. You've gotten over the 2,000 hours. Awesome. That's crazy. Not hardcore. Okay, that makes sense. 2,000 hours in hardcore is anyone. Does GTNH still have the what are those things called? Oh, the things that are things. We can do this English language. The totems, or is it all just straight luck? Because I cannot. I would cry if I lost this wall. I'm just very emotionally attached to this wall and this building. Even the little creeper down there who's causing me trouble. So I actually turned the fire tick off in this world because I kept burning things down. Good question. I know it's like from the 12 build, 1.12, so I wasn't sure if they were out there. I got into Minecraft, gosh, 4 or 5 years ago? So still trying to learn my way around a lot of things. Do I like the actual deep slate? It's 1.7. Oh, yeah, never mind. But the extra lives are disabled in pack. Oh, okay. So is it a different pack, the HC version, or no? Now I'm curious. So, yeah, I also, what is it? I'm kind of doing building right now. And we've done a lot of exploring in this world, as you can see. But it sounds like you guys haven't played this pack. I was trying to figure out safe ways to show off things that wouldn't result in my dying. Oh yeah, there is a Totem of Undying. That's awesome. I am still a fan of using Totem of Undying as needed because I don't want to lose my stuff. I'm going to be honest. It just makes me grumpy. But yeah, this was gosh, I've been delaying doing this build for a while. This is actually like a Greg Tech Create fusion to make vanilla bricks because vanilla bricks like in this pack are not easy to make. Let me see here. I think you have to use mortar and a brick, and then you have to actually fire the bricks individually. And then if you don't have Greg Tech, the forming press, you actually have to manually nap them out. So it gets a little crazy. But lots of fun. Lots of fun for sure. Just a little crazy. So fun, but as one does. Let's see here. If you guys haven't seen this pack, what else is really cool about it? I apologize. I just had to rearrange for a second. You can tell how much I've been wanting to build this. I think I've put it off for about 100 hours so far. Let's see here. One thing that comes to mind is not that one, but my really good writing of mods. There's actually dragons in this pack, and you can tame them and ride them, but you have to beat the big ones that live underground. But in the interim, you can spot the little guys. So let me land over here. I'm not ready to fight these guys. I live off garlic, which is like not the best health. The lowest health you can have is 200. I'm at 630. But yeah, look at these guys. This is ice and fire. So there was a shipwreck. Ignore my shaders causing this. But look at these guys. They sleep during the day. But these are some lightning dragons. And I am so excited to get some of these guys. They're going to be glorious. Uh, but I really like that part of the mod pack. And there is guns in this one, which if you like guns, that's a benefit. But I haven't done them as much. Oh, cool! Thank you so much for the follow, John. I appreciate it. I always want to just say cursed instead of John. I always find the most specific part of a name first. But yeah, I do have my whole series up in YouTube, but I ramble. It's just a let's play. And gosh, what else do I have here? So bricks are also issues. Makes sense. I have a cat farm by accident. These guys, my best friend was watching, and she's against people killing cats, so we've acquired a bunch of cats. And this is my Greg Tech, what are these things called? Hi cat. My Greg Tech greenhouses, so we can get more food. And you can actually raise animals. You can see this one's a size 15. You can actually raise animals to large and small size. So I'm kind of working on the farming here. But yeah, when I'm talking about gravity, I literally had to lay down like a geogrid to stop everything from falling into the ocean, falling down. So kind of working on like a city build, I think, and a castle up there in time. The scariest thing and why I'm being a chicken. It does. I hate the piglins. We also don't get enemies anywhere but in the Nether. So I bet if I popped over to the Nether, you would immediately get coming, like almost instantly. But this is where my train comes out right now on the portal, and reinterpret of a nitro creeper. Oof, the different types of creepers are terrifying in GTNH. Not my strong suit. I died. I'm trying to think. Last time I tried to play GTNH, I died within 10 minutes to quicksand. And then I tried again, and it was within 10 minutes to an exploding animal because I didn't use the right machine. Sorry about talking at the screen here. But yeah, we got the Nether. It's not the fanciest. The train that goes nowhere. Everyone has normal trains like that. Let me just F5 this. We're going back. Oh, I'm collecting air. I forgot about this. This is perfect. This is why I needed you here. Help me figure out if I got carbon monoxide. Nice train. Thank you. This guy cost me so many crucibles. I followed a tutorial for parts of it and then had to augment it for this guy. Oh, now I'm out of liquid. But I love the fact you can go through portals. It's so cool. Welcome to the chat, JampUV. Do you know why I can't make wrought iron with a mechanical press? Let me get some whiskey and tell you. Or see what's going on. One moment, because we're dying of overheating. Wrought iron, you said. Alright. Ingots, or are you trying to do the dealio? That train totally does something. It does look a little haunted. Are you trying to flatten it? Because it does need heat if you're going to squish it like this, Jampy. Or are you looking at doing the... Yeah, so if you're trying to work the actual mold into wrought iron from cast iron, is that the case? Oh, hey, Stevie, how are you doing? So with cast iron here, you can see that, yeah, it needs to be brilliant white and smashed down to go back. The way I did it was actually a little bit more unique. I haven't tested it in a while, though. I don't think I have any cast iron to try. But I threw in a fan catalyst back here, right in this zone. And I put my wrought iron filter on a brass filter here. And so once it filtered up, it actually was able to hit on top of this chute. So that was pretty good. That's how I was able to do it. I don't think I have any. No, it's been. There should be a spider weapon here. Glad to hear you're doing well, Stevie. Glad to hear it. I think I've been seeing some movement in the ATM Discord from you, and I was like, yes. You're back. Are you playing the pack or just lurking around in the world? Oh, we were grabbing stuff from the nether. That's what we were up to. I do get distracted by shiny objects, so if I forget what I'm up to, ping me in chat and I'll try to remember. We were getting sulfur dioxide. That's the thing I was trying to steal from the nether. The carbon monoxide is just kind of an extra bonus, I guess. You've been playing a lot? Nice. Well, I have some spoilers for my latest video if you're, my next video. So if you don't want spoilers, look away. But you haven't played in a day because you haven't playing Final Fantasy. Okay, 1 before 5 is at 6? But yeah, I got my clean room. Look at this thing. I had a little tiny one in here and I hated it. So I decided that this end of this hallway was going to end up being my clean room. And it's just a little guy with a bunch of windows. 14. Okay. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy 8, I think. That was my jam. Now I'm old. After 10, I stopped playing it as much. I think they put, what are they called? Tires on the Guardian forces, and it just ruined my immersion. But yeah, so I really like that I have a little clean room hiding out in this build, but I am 100% running out of space for this. It's time to start considering new alternatives. I took my hover mode off, and we're going to try to work with the hang glider because it's driving me bonkers. Looks like we're also completely out of our fluid storage. So, fluid storage zone? But yeah, so this is what I've been up to, the madness of it all. I tend to steal a lot of my patterns I found in this pack. I'm like, oh yes, surely I need these things, and we'll just see if I can force it. And sometimes I then forget that I need to go return some of these things. So let's see here. So that was a husk, right? That was the cell housing. For some reason this is on this type. So we just need... Is it a neeld or a neld? Either way, it's that glorious copper. I drained my entire copper store. For all the storage I have down here, I drained all of it. So much so right now I am processing up like 1,000 of the calipyrite in here. And even more was hanging out in here earlier. But I have been processing up a crazy amount of stuff over here in my little ore processing space. I had this last episode, I think. I finally did these. Are links allowed? What type of link? Oh, in my chat? I don't know. I won't ban you if one pops in. But we actually use the storage mod as well in here. So this is my storage, my bulk storage here. And I'm actually using a trim along the side here to tie it all together. So I like my fancy workspace looking like a workspace. And then all of it connects down over here to AE2 as I get trapped. Heck yeah, show me your, if it works, definitely put it in there. Otherwise, it's on my list to finally make a Discord. And if that doesn't work, I got nut. Where's your photo hangout? Live in, I guess. Trying to figure out where all my stuff is. You've been needing a lot of iron, so you just dropped a bunch of iron in your setup. I didn't see it, but I may have liked it. It's been a little bit of a busy week. I had a lot of talking at work today. And it was a little bit like, what on earth was all that about? We're just going to keep popping this in. I do have to reorganize this because I got one bender here and I have another bender up here. It's like a game of memory, you know? Where did I put something? I got one laser engraver here, and I got one in there, and I think the wire mill and this wire mill. So, pinged you with it? Let me see here. One moment. Just gonna stare at Discord for a brief sec here. Oh, no, I didn't see it. Oh, that's cool. You got a bunch of different create belts and whatnot. Very cool. I'm liking it. How fast do you have them going, I guess, is my question. Are you a pro, like, having all your create at 256, or did you slow it down a little bit? Oop, my chat moved away. One moment. Ba-da-ba-ba. I just get the 3 stars, unfortunately, John. That's what I'm seeing. All right, let's do this housing. Please craft one. And I also finally put another coprocessor on because it was time for it. You have them going at some speed. I tend to be one of those people, I don't like mine going like full blast. It's too fast. So I like the middle zone almost. All right, so we got some housings again because thank gosh our fluids are almost full. And then 4x. I don't see one. So I'll get that crafting. What is this madness? I can just order things? It's like you have circuits? Now let's see if this piece will stall out. You scheduled one. And you are in one of these guys. Aha! See it? Didn't stall out fully. But speaking of that, this guy gets to get back out of here. I need to get into EV stat so that I can get the extended pattern providers, because it's going to drive me bonkers otherwise. You know, who's to say? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Not the slowest, but the bottleneck is the machine speed. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, my machine speed is the bottleneck on my ethylene production right now, that way. Let's see here. This is my MV setup I have right now, just my little manual one. It needs a little love, but I don't know how much of this is actually going to stay inside this building, similar to my EBFs over here. So I do need to, actually, that's perfect. You guys have reminded me. I need to get some, what is it called? I need to get something more to put in the EBF. But in the meantime, if you're playing GTNH, don't look at what I'm about to do. We are lucky enough to have this barrel here with water. We've put the water down. We're able to just dump that in, and we also aren't burning on fire. Hey, Captain Dylan, welcome to the chat. You can always face more pattern providers into your machines in the meanwhile. That is actually likely what I'm going to do. I want to avoid it for as long as possible because temporary patterns tend to live forever. Temporary solutions for me. I still have some that I regret to this day that I allowed myself to implement. In particular, I'll show you the one. Since I think this is the first time we chatted, so I'm assuming. See that beautiful thing right there? And that create this beautiful tree farm. Those were just temporary. Look, I made this beautiful little space. I got these trees. These are our rubber equivalents here. And put it into this beautiful little thingy. And I was going to build something to process it. And I said it was going to be too ugly for me to keep. And I lied. I just moved out of the swamp instead. Oh, and we have the cutest bees in Terraformer Craft. Look at these guys. They're just little guys. Embrace the temporary. I mean, you may have gotten the vibe that I don't do that too much. Those are temporary over there too. But in the moment, they definitely have their point. I was supposed to do some aqueducts in here, and I lost the give a crap about it. There's just holes in places. You guys don't need to see my deep secrets of left behind projects. So Steve, you're still in MV, but you're working on getting to HV? Nice! I ended up jumping into HV for a reason, and I can't remember what it was. I think it might. Oh, just creepers trying to get me. I'm trying to figure out a way to get this guy out of my home. Not my home, my build up. I found out that remnants of a create machine over here 100% had like 5 or 6 creepers under it last time I was here. It was not supposed to do that. Oh, we were gonna grab some aluminum and whatnot. I think I have a ton of dust for that. Yeah, let's get this 700 some aluminum dust processing. Jump up here. But yeah, I've been pretty happy. I got a lot of progress this last week, and I got a little bit surprised by that. I was not anticipating that. I think I'll craft up some stainless steel too, because that's running a little low. Chromium dust. Ugh. We have chromium. We just need to crush it. Crush it in this beautiful thing. Do. So once that's there, we can do more stainless steel. But yeah, I've been enjoying the last bit. I took a little bit of a break there. I think for 2.5 weeks from the, not 2.5 weeks, 2.5 months from the video making side of it. Because I do make YouTube for this as well. We just hit 500, which is why I'm reminding myself repeatedly, because I have to make a Discord, and I am so nervous about that. Do you guys know any like good like tutorials how to make Discord? Because I see them when they're insanely full, and you're like, I have no need for dozens upon dozens of channels. But then I run into the ones for like my gaming group. I play like D&D and whatnot. And there's like one channel. And maybe that's a little too few. I haven't found like a good template for enough Discord, but not too much Discord. All right, let's make this beautiful roof. We're gonna love this roof. It's just something you had to mess around for a while. In Envy or Discord, Stevie? I think there's a lot each phase that you can kind of get involved in this pack, so there's really no need to like rush through it insanely fast. Gosh, there's a potential I'm going to hate this build. Okay, I gotta look at how this was. From my memory, the next piece is like 2 up, and I got a picture on my other screen here of an example. Eek. Okay, we can make this work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 4. So in, and then there's like a window here, and then it goes in again. Gosh, this could be beautiful. Yeah. I will have to forgive myself for using normal deep slate. Oh, thank God, it wasn't for all of it. Auto crafting, you're right, that's what happened. AE2 came into play, and I went ham on auto crafting, and AE2, to be honest. I don't regret it, but my gosh, I did hit that pretty hard really quickly. My Certain here is a whole setup I did. Gosh, what is it? This guy is the first time I ever used this type of upgrade in a storage drawer, a remote upgrade, which is fantastic. It actually links this input to this spot, so I'm actually able to pull it right out of this piece for it. So if I were to pull these guys and put it in here, you could see it come through this hopper, which I think is just insane. I didn't know that was possible. But I am out of the hydrogen, it looks like, for this. Do I need more Certain right now? You are not the right thing. We were getting a fluid cell up here. So yeah, this is kind of my streams, folks. I get a little perfectly on task. Perfectly on task, yes. Oh, and Stevie, I do have channel interaction stuff now. So like, I'm trying to think, you could spend some of your channel pieces on here, because I know you've been here before. Like, I think I got like a blinky cat. I'm learning more about streaming. It makes me gloriously happy. Ooh, why didn't that come up? It didn't come up on my end. People have been doing those. I deeply apologize, but one second. I love the blinky cat. Okay, one second. Let me just fix this one piece. I'm also probably going to move from, what is this one called? Stream alerts because of this, unfortunately. I just had some rough luck on getting, being able to see it. Okay, application. I apologize. This is one of my favorite things to do is to be able to see, have the interactions in Discord with this noise. So you're going to please bear with me for a second while I make sure I can hear it. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful. You guys can see that piece. That's not the right thing. How dare it? Nope. Well, gosh, golly darn it. I broke it much longer than I thought it was. We're going to give this 2 seconds. 2 minutes? 1 minute? Somewhere in there. And if I can't get it up in that moment, I will just give up on it for today. But luckily, I have fast internet and I'm click happy. My alerts. Channel point alerts. Come on. Do. Why are you not doing what you're supposed to do? But I had a lot of fun with this, and I got to figure out how to do it in OBS, and I haven't a clear answer yet. So we will work with that. That's fine. Global settings. And of course, I forgot how the thingy works. The stuff works. So shoot. Well, nuggets. Well, I had something cool once, Stevie, but I don't anymore. I'm not sad about it at all. It used to be so cool. All right. Stream alerts. Why would you do that to me? Apparently your my name for it changed up. I'm gonna give it one more go. Let's see if I can. I accidentally put the source as the name of it on my dealio, and now it doesn't want to give me the URL. Rename. There we go. I rename this, and I now edit this. Okay, now I did that. And I saw it still on my dealio here. Okay, I'm going to do a quick test just to see if this works. Blinky Cat seems pretty safe. Oh, I turned it off. Now I have to do Blinky Cat again. I apologize, guys. I get in sideways on some things here, so we'll do. There we go. Now I can have access to those. You can hear Hello Darkness.
I've come to talk with you.
I thought it was fitting. All right. So yeah, I'm working on roofs, and I absolutely want to get distracted from this and not work on roofs right now. So, shh. I would like to also get the sodium persulfate done up. So I'm going to take a look at that and see if there's anything I can automate. We have the new liquids, so I don't need to carry around hundreds and hundreds of things of sodium sulfur dioxide. That'll be nice. How much was that? All right, just 877. This mod pack also has it so that you have finite water. So up in this area, I actually have like a little water centrifuge system going on. I have 15,000 things of salt. Way too much. Hey Twitch, welcome to the chat. That Minecraft looks nice. Are those shaders or something else besides settings? So there's a combo here. So there's definitely shaders, but there's also distance horizons, which loads my stuff further out. I can't turn off my shaders and turn them on without the thing crashing, though. I'm not that knowledgeable. But I'm using, which one is it? bliss shaders here, and I also turned down my my bloom on them, so that's only like a quarter. So that's the combo for this. And then the different plants and stuff like that, that's part of the mod pack, that it's just a different type. And absolutely, the infinite water covers, I told myself I needed to have a... Ooh, I forgot about that. That's one of my miners that I should check on. I told myself I needed a water tower to allow myself to... Oh no. No, 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 no. It's a blood moon. There's enemies now. I was hoping you guys were doing this to me. What on earth? I kind of want to go to sleep, but I also want to see lightning strike some of my stuff. I hate this. Enemies are terrible. I am not a fighter. That scared the bejesus out of me. We just got... Yeah, you mean the graphics look amazing? Very, absolutely. I think it looks so fun. Like, you can see some of my builds out there. Just, yeah, the dark evil blood moon is here, and we do not have a lot of hit points. And I have no food on me, but it doesn't look like there's a thunderstorm, so I don't know where that happened. Oh, it looks like there's a volcano out there actually too. So I feel like I owe some people some money. An undead knight, huh? These guys, if you guys do not like gunshots, I just want to alert you if you watch me play this. We do get mobs that have guns. I'm not seeing any of them. But if you do hear gunshot, I apologize. That is the mob. I am not going to fight these guys. We don't have hit points. All my armor is inside. And I am probably going to die just trying to clear out my space. So we're going to sit here drinking our whiskey and watching them burn. But oh my gosh, there's going to be so many creepers. So I need to teleport out of here before anything happens, so that these guys can get away. We're not fighters in this world. If you guys would like watching folks fight. All right. Let's slowly fall to the ground. Come on. We will go to the outpost and see if there's some garlic we can grab. We actually get rotting food in this game too, so here's our food cellar. I have rotten lemons in here. And I think this is the mutton that's lasted the longest so far. It still can live for another 16 years. But we're on year 16, and it hasn't been open for 6 years. So, kind of makes me giggle that there's just a thing of well-preserved dealio. You run to your hidey hole, though, John, when the blood moons are there? Absolutely understand that. We don't have as big of enemies as GTH, though, so my running to the hidey hole, part of it is me just being more wimpy than most, but obviously they live there permanently. And this guy's gonna kick my butt. Okay, we're not trained for this. I am not a PvP person in Minecraft, but we have gear for the first time, which we didn't have for a long time. I'm gonna keep my we'll put that there. I normally wear whatever I find on the ground, like the world intended. And let's see here. We have a terrible sword, but do I have a decent one? We'll go with the butcher sword. This is fine. This is fine. Oh, when hardcore thing run. Oh, yeah. If you're playing hardcore, I would be so nervous. I'm also disliking that connect right there on that roof, so I may need to push it out one more. We'll see. In the meantime, how do I pull up shields? Okay, this is perfectly normal. Oh, well, I'm not saying I don't know how to fight, but sir, Sir. Ah! Well, that was kind of embarrassing. Don't look at that. Yeah, they are buggy. We're gonna quickly dive and underground. The water is so pretty, but I have the fear of the ocean. He's just like, whatever. Absolutely. He just walked it up. He's like, you got dressed up for no reason. We don't care at all. Oh, hey, JMPB. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I think we're up to like, gosh, I want to say 105 or 6 now over on Twitch. So thank you so much for giving me a follow. I pretty much do this mostly on Wednesdays right now. And then do videos elsewhere on Fridays right now. And that is my current online presence. But it's generally stuff like this at times. Yeah, that guy is just confusing me. I think he's also confused. So let's grab the... We can't live without our jetpack, I've decided. But this is a first. Let's see what's going on here. The madness. Sir, I would like to check my stuff. See, you seem to be aware that you're not invited. It's fine, it's fine. I do plan to do some dragon hunting eventually, but not today. I need to work on building a gun. And I want to build out for a gun. Because we have scorched guns, I believe in here. Scorched gun. So there's a whole variety pack in this game. And I want to build a setup for it. But I haven't been inspired on what a gun factory looks like. The least attentive Buckingham guard. I love it. Absolutely. I'm going to use some tape here, because tape saves my sanity for moving this crate. I also really want more crate. Pour water near him. Good thought process there. But I do have the infinite water piece right here, but I've just made 3 of them so far. And then I'm curious if I should, what is it called? Make a, trying to think of the word for this. I'm trying to decide if I should do a thing. Man, those birds are loud. Make one of those infinite water cells or not. He is impervious. Okay. If he comes alive, while I am trying to get my new friend shot, this is going to be hilarious. Well, if I'm doing this as a screenshot, I gotta at least look like I'm not a complete mad person. I could do the exit to my next video. Oh, wrong button. Look at this. I am a fighter. I'm not a fighter. Look at my giant backpack. Oh, did I actually take the picture, or did I just think about taking the picture? Oh, the lighting's gone. That doesn't work. Well, sir, you do make life interesting. I do appreciate that the one time I finally have armor, I still can't use it in a fight. But this time it's not my fault. It's just my enemy's fault. They didn't actually want to be my enemy. They just wanted to move in over here for some reason. What else do I have? Gosh, I have an awful... I need to get materials figured out here. Okay, so we have TFC stuff in this pocket, which is not my most pleasant thing to work with. So TFC has a whole different mining, early game mining. So you get a lot of like you get poor, rich, normal pieces of iron, and you have to smelt them down into an anvil, which makes life a little bit tough, as you can imagine. But once you get to a certain point, you can actually compress them into Greg Tech ores. So that just means I need to plan it accordingly. I just realized the creepy TFC music's happening right now, where it just trailed out. Ooh, terrifies me. I am such a wimp for creepy noise. It is really detrimental. I think one of my buddies that we've been chatting Twitch wants to play, what is it called? It's the scary ocean one. It's not claustrophobia. Subnautica. There we go. With me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how well that's gonna go. Soma, what's that? Do you have a robot arm on the compressor? I actually just have a conveyor up here. A conveyor on import. I do a lot of conveyors and pumps on the when I need to have it auto pull into my systems. Oh, Soma's an underwater horror game too? Oh no. Not more of them. There's not just one. People, I guess, like more than one. But yeah, I am such a wimp for that stuff. It is not my skill set. And I didn't throw my equipment in there. No, cool. My backpack is legitimately, if you take a look at it, I think like 80% tools, which tells you that there's been a heavy Greg Tech influence in this pack. Like, ah, yes. Or just tools mostly. My one piece though. Looking for a pickaxe. There was a pickaxe once. I didn't put it here and I didn't put it there. I visually put it somewhere. Oh no. If I put my pickaxe somewhere, I guess maybe I put it in here? That doesn't seem like the right spot. Oh boy. Okay, I need to sit up again. One moment. Posture check and all. Oh. Okay. Okay. Captain, that's good to know. It can help if there's an odd amount of TFC ores to stop it from clogging up. Can you do that per different type? Because I was going to so I'm working on a big build, another like bigger than this build for my ore processing, and I was going to use create to separate out when it provides 9 of this or 4 of this or 3 of this. Could I do that with the robot arm, or is it specifically just like 1 input and then it only always puts like 8 of that one? Or would it be like a god-awful amount of logic? I'm not afraid of a god-awful amount of logic. I already have committed to a certain amount of it. Okay, we lost a pickaxe. Somewhere. Out there. Are we sure it's just not in here? Luckily, we have made a bunch more. The price of a blood moon is not actually in death for me. It's in the excitement that I have to deal with it and then panic. But this pack also gets earthquakes, which is horrific and horrible. Let's see here. Oh, I'd have to set it for each TFC ore? Okay. Was hopeful. Sleep in the blue sleeping bag here. All right. We're at I think an hour into my stream so far, so if you haven't already, posture check, hydration check, all that fun stuff. I say this as someone who sits like a shrimp and, well, I drink like a fish, but that's just because I like my soda and my tea and my caffeine. Badoo. All right. What is... I'm avoiding that roof. My accent just came out really, really hard there. A create setup. That is part of the thing. Like the rule of cool 100% is definitely a part of my thought process. Did it get stuck on the... Which one of these has stainless steel? Why are you not finishing? Invar. All right. Interesting. Don't know why suddenly it has decided to not function. Huh. Where did I put the Invar one? It should be in the same guy, right? Invar, here we are. You doing some? Is it something weird that I don't know that I did an interim thing for? Ah, it's just mixer one. This is a mixer one. All right. I'll just make some Invar first, I guess. You love create, but the large setups with shaders get very laggy. That is something I am nervous about because I agree. And like I do watch some like what are those things called? SMPs and whatnot that do this. Is there a lack of a channel? Did I muck up my AE2 channels here? I mean, we're at 25 here. And we're at 25 here, so this should be enough unless these guys are all on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the channels are there. Why? Oh. For some reason, I had a little bit of water left in there. Shoo. Something I was up to that was definitely a shenanigan. I forgot some water in there. All right. Let's grab some of the steep slate that I cobbled up earlier so I can do the thing I'm avoiding. Aluminum should still be working over here. That's the nice thing about Gravitas as well as GT&H is like you have to be keeping your processing going in the back. So like when I start up, I just do the walk around where I'm like, okay, I got to get around everything. But that's also like the lagginess of create plus like the lagginess of like GT&H is why I'm trying to do more of an outside build. So with there's going to be some filler builds here. I forgot what train stations look like. That's what I was planning to put back here. But my ore is actually going to be like over on that side of the hill there. That's way out of range. And then my animals are way over there. And without distance horizons, I'd see none of this. But at least I can see it, kind of see it now, if that makes sense. And then deal with it later. Like, not see it now, and then with the teleporting and the waystones, I can get to those things without sitting on all of the leg immediately. But with passive systems, I will still need to run them, so that won't really solve the problem, per se. I do a lot of my system having turn off, always making sure I can turn it off, but just loading in, I think, what was it, belts or... Was it the harvesters? I don't know. I can't remember what ones were the latest, but I really am excited for the new Create update. Has anyone played it yet? With the frogs and all that fun stuff? I will admit the frogs are like a really big draw for me because storage was one of the pieces that Create was really missing. And I really wanted to... I've been wanting to do like just a Create build, but I worry I'm just going to get bored of it. I like the variety that this pack does, and I'm sure there's other ones as well, but I don't want to get distracted and just be like, today I don't want to do Greg Tech, and then not have anything to do. Will it happen? I don't know. All right. We are going to make this rough, and I don't think anyone was here when I talked about it early on in stream, but my thought is, even if it's ugly, I'm going to keep it to see if it grows on me. Because stuff with some of these I run into, I loathe them to start. And then I let myself see what they actually look like built. I think I forgot where's the middle? Okay, we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there is a middle on this one. Excellent. So, oop, we got an ad. I apologize. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The middle. We found it. All right. We will have a door window thing right here. I believe it is pushed back one, actually. Shoot. And too high from this point. I'm sorry, John. I have ads. I forgot that there were ads. I gotta pay attention that they happen so I don't start talking a lot. I mean, I shared the deep secrets of happiness, the universe. What was the number is 42 for it, obviously, but I'm trying to think remember what it was. Secret of... I really need to watch The Hitchhiker's Guide. I can't remember that. My youthful self when I was a young soul would be ashamed of me right now. Can't even remember The Hitchhiker's Guide. And then I believe it is... Do one more up, which actually will be right here. And then there's a cap on it. So that's the general beautiful shape, not what I was about to say. This is a fantastical shape. We're all happy with what I'm currently building. I'm thrilled. You have turbo? Oh, excellent. Hey, that is... I mean... yes, I never apologize. No, that's awesome. I was actually, I did YouTube Premium the other day because I listen to YouTube when I drive. I swear I don't watch it. But sometimes I can't do long drives when I'm listening to music. I just get really, really bored. And if you drive long distances, you don't want to be feeling the urge to just do go wibble wobbly for no reason. So I actually felt like I had to get YouTube Premium so I could download some Let's Plays and listen to someone do something and talk about it. Someone that wasn't me driving. But this weekend I actually have a trip planned and I'm going to be on a train. So I'm trying to figure out if I am going to edit my next video on the train or not. Feels like a romantic thing to do, kind of like drinking tea on a rainy day in an armchair with a good book. I never really do that. I feel like I should be doing that more. You know? You kind of envision it being a much fancier and funner event than it turns out being. At least that's what happens to me. But yeah, I think we have to build a rocket ship. We actually have to build our rocket ship for this pack. And I'm trying to figure out which side I should put the rocket ship, because I know this is going to have a small castle, because I technically have decided long ago in this mod pack that I have a Dragon Overlord. Excuse me. I actually pay 10% of taxes of my ingots goes to my Dragon Overlord. A very reasonable thing to do in a mod pack that's hard to source materials from, is to decide that you have a Dragon Overlord. But I have, I think these are some of my piles of taxes. And the reason for it, which is one of my favorite things about this mod pack, is you can actually stack your ingots. And it's glorious. So I'm going to have a castle yonder way that just is filled with stacks and stacks of ingots and a giant dragon on top. That's actually my friend. So that is a very normal thing to plan for. But that means this place has been kind of decided already in my mind that I need to figure out how to build a castle. And then over in that area is some farmland and train, ore processing. I was going to do a big chemical build, kind of like Arkham Horror, Arkham Batman, the Ace Chemical circle, but I'm not quite sure if I can pull it off because it's a lot of work to build and it takes a while. But thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. I love doing that stuff. I don't know if it'll come to fruition because sometimes you just get distracted and you realize you hate this, but we don't look at this roof. I could just... No, I can't burn it because I turned off the fire tech. Hey, Twitch. The Twitch is saying, it reminds me of your idea to build a house out of furnaces in Minecraft Vanilla. I love it. Hey, I like Minecraft Vanilla. I tend to build what I used to play on like SMPs with some friends. I would build what we'd call like the monstrosity because I was really big on redstone. Not as much on building, and now I'm realizing I like both. But I would do what is it called? I'm just trying to find center before I forget to find center here. All right, here. And we'll do this one here. This is not how this centerpiece is going to work per se. but it's at least somewhere for me to start. Um, but what was it? I would build like really complicated, like one of those vanilla farms and have them all together where it could do like gosh, the iron farm and the mob farm and the villager trading, just god awful amount of leg in one space for one person. But it was fun. And I was, I made my little shop to sell all of sell all of the lovely rockets to people. I didn't just hoard them for my own. So I think I was giving them away by the end of one of my last seasons. I was only on for like 1.5 season. It wasn't like a video thing. It was just for fun with folks. This is awful. I'm glad so many new people are here today to see my awfulness. It's beautiful. Okay. It's something's happening here. It's been 100 hours. Something needed to happen. I'll forgive it. I'm also trying to let things grow on me. Like this one took a while to grow on me. This build, I was not okay with this for a while, but now I really kind of like it. I dig it. It's my little evil-looking thing, but I need to get some terraforming. And it is not helping right now that none of the blocks I like for, what is it called, for walks can function here. So I'll have to figure that out. Hello, horsies. This is our vanilla fox. Nope, you're not vanilla. You're a fox, a normal fox. And we have some vanilla sheep because there's ogres that can spawn with vanilla sheep. And my poor vanilla sheep are unable to grow their fur back. But thanks, John. I appreciate you saying that. You see nothing awful. Everything's awesome. I like it. I like that from like afar, not the front part. Like this piece we don't pay attention to. Like I know I need to work on that. But I do like the height, I think. And this makes space for my future inn that I'm going to have right here, away from Mr. Explodey Face. I have taken so many pictures of this creeper in this. I might have to make an emoji specifically. We have a new Delio specifically for that guy. All right, I'm gonna put some storage in here, and I'm really looking for, what is it called? Feather falling. I absolutely need feather fall, and I need more storage. I'm so happy about that. Storage haunts me. Spooter creeper, get to the chopper. Yes. That chopper actually was one that I lost for forever. And it was on top of that tower that's hanging up out there. I have zero memory of ever going to the top of that tower. But apparently I did at one time. Okay, we got the Book of Disenchantment. And we're going to put these in my offhand. All right. Hello, beautiful grave. Please. Don't let me put my boots on. Thank you. We have a bunch of books again. Fortune 8. That'll be nice. I didn't realize I was going to get Fortune 8 and Unbreaking 8 as well. I'll take it. I would like Feather Falling. That's getting the enchanting table in this requires Flawless or the orange Apotheosis gems, and it is not for the faint of heart. I've prayed on graves 10 times. Okay, I'll take it. I would like to improve books. I don't want to make an enchanting table. I will have to create a whole Apotheosis farm. And I don't like the Apotheosis. They come in with that wah, siren-y sound. And it's awful. I have no storage to put anything in here. Oh no. Oh, and I have a reward? I have no idea where my reward was. Oh. This is also new to me, tombstones. I haven't done that as much. Okay. This will teleport everyone with me. Exciting. Reminds you if you should see if you can find an enchanting table in a dungeon. I won't be envious. I'll be totally envious. Okay, I can fit one more vault on here. These item silos. In my temporary solution, I only have one more layer. Item silo. That is just a turned over vault, and I need 9 of these, so. Excellent. I did not do this. If you guys see anyone remark on this was done, someone else did that. Okay, this is definitely temporary. And it's haunting me already. Beautiful. I dumped a lot of stuff from the ore processing in there, and it is hitting hard. I probably could do... It would be very easy to just add some more storage here, but I'd like to trim out my AE2 storage so that it's not my mass storage. It's only for little things. But future problems. Alright, what do we got going on? What type of dungeon? I know there's a lot of different types of dungeons in GT&H. Are there any, trying to think of a good question for that, but I also, the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm like, hey, but I also have been resisting going into GT&H because the minimum time to get anywhere feels like it's at least 2,000 hours. For your guys' knowledge, 2,000 hours, 2,008 hours is a salary year. So if you do that in a GT&H, just know you've put a salary year in. And my soul says I must resist. Okay, I'm gonna go check on my other miner because I think I've been abandoning that one. That's one's... Oh. Where am I? I'm over here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright. So yeah, this definitely needed some attention. And I didn't bring the tape. Badoo, tape. This is also taxes up here. Speaking of which, I need to do copper. I need to put 10 in here. So, craft this up. Let's just do it as an easy... I'll need to put 70 in there for copper. Once that gets done. Alright. I sneak around the outside so the mobs don't get me touching a rogue one. And it might be the ones that the tower are better. With the tower, better ones to get. Ah! I've heard of the roguelike dungeons. Once again, I really do want to play like a proper ATM game because I have never completed all the mods pack, nor any mod pack. I've only ever really fought the Ender Dragon a few times. Mostly I watch others fight the Ender Dragon while I enjoy beverages sitting on a chair. But I do want to do a little bit more with like a completionist style for some stuff. I was thinking of doing a all the mods 10 to the skies playthrough as like just like a palate cleanser of stuff, because I feel like I'm not going to get too crazy on what it would be a very different effort level than GT&H or this one. I feel like when I tried to when one of my buddies was going to play this with me, lovely souls, and they were like, I'm going to get to AE2 day 1. And yeah, AE2 took generally, well, if you go fast, if you do it under 100 hours, I'd be impressed. I did it in 3 because I am the slow person I am. But yeah, so that was one of those moments of like, ugh, this might not go the way you anticipate. Why am I grabbing those? I don't know why this is happening to me. Well, I do know why it's happening to me. I just don't know why I chose to let it happen to me. All right, I am going to use my extra secret called Dump It All on the Ground now. Now that It's all here. Dump, 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 dump. And we'll just go boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Haha. Swift like lightning I was. Man, there's a lot more in there than I thought there was. Excellent. That was a very scientific method of sorting your stuff. All right. You can just hold it. Oh, the rich stuff is coming through. Okay. There's always ways to complete challenges in New Horizons. One is a way to avoid going to the Nether and still getting the sulfur you need for rubber. Totally did that. I like it. I like it. I got my sulfur from... Can't remember. I know the kapok trees are big. Dealing with those was a pain. I'm not really sure about this next style here. Because the next bit had stuff... I don't know what block the brown building should have. Because I'm looking at the other one I'm seeing, and it had like a dirt. They used coarse dirt, and that's definitely not going to work for this mod pack. Corral has also creeped me out as one of the top creepy things when I'm not paying attention, like with Halloween. Holy nuggets, that thing scares the bejesus out of me. Alright. Gotta get some nom nom noms. Yeah, I eat whiskey. I drink whiskey because it gives me haste, and then I'm eating garlic. I feel like one of those mad souls. Oh, scoria. True. Ah, that is a nice looking block. Because what it is it's a very interesting setup. Because it's like too high and then an overhang, and too high and a slab. So let's see what scoria has here. So scoria is this nice brown color. It's going to be a very brown building, but I think that's okay. And then the scorched stuff is a dark color. Wondering if I want to use that for the accent top bit. Do they work together well, or do they just come from the same mod? Sometimes that's the case. I have a lot of cut scoria. All right, well, I'm just going to grab these just in case I decide. What's pockets when you can make decisions like this? So we come here. So the roof would be up 2 for this, and then I would have a lip off of this side that would be in another color or the same color. If only I weren't delicate and break my limbs too often. Okay, come on. Down to the bottom. And back up to the top. This is fine. Alright, here we go. I'll just hide this thing back here. No one needs to know about it. Then we can also do some of the brown one to see if there's like the polished stuff, if there's a big difference. I do love scoria because of its renewability. It's just fantastically renewable. Oh, no, that's part of its actual piece, not part of the what are those things called? Badoo badoo. I was worried it was the shader pack doing that for a second. Alright, we're going to do that, and then we'll do it with the darker color, the scorched one on this side. Yeah, TFC doesn't have like the vanilla colors that I think are very favorable to some color coding. Unfortunately. And it makes it hard for me to figure out palettes. Badoo. Alright, what are our thoughts here? I feel like maybe this is not the most favorable color. I kind of like it with the scoria on it. I like the... Come on. Land. Well, you can't tell anything if you look directly into the sun. Shockingly, folks. Here first, if you look into the sun, you will see nothing. But I'm thinking if I do some more like... I did pieces. So if I do some of like the framed blocks around this part, that could kind of work if they're darker. But then this brown does look pretty good. Is there any other brown blocks? There's some other brick colors. Mud brick. I don't think I have dripstone brick. This is a lie. Not without hating my entire entity of my being. So I'm not going to look at that. I say let's go with it. And I can use the mixture of whether it's this one or the other on the other piece. Yeah, thank you, Captain. I appreciate the idea. I wouldn't have thought of it, to be honest. I was just sitting here lamenting my choices of building blocks and trying to stay away from basalt and dripstone and a lot of the same stuff. What is this? This is just cut scoria? Excellent. And we break this. We use building blocks, glorious building blocks. So there's going to be like a window, like a little guy over here as well. Just a little guy. And I use a lot of like tutorials that I find online as guidance. This one was based off of one by a YouTuber called Happy. I don't think they've been posting lately. I think it's like 3 years old. It is very loosely based, but they did a build that I thought looked pretty cool with having like the buildings near each other. And yeah, I've been kind of inspired since then to do something similar. I find it's really difficult to get out of my comfort zone with roofs and things, builds, without trying some examples first. Oop, I'm gonna run. One moment. So I always have like a setup or something that inspired me to help figure out some of these designs. So like I think that one was inspired off of a build by Mr. Grade Beardstone, who's doing a Just Create SMP that I enjoy watching. And this ledge, I don't know if I'm supposed to have a ledge on this side. Yeah, my voice is shot. I had a lot of talking today at work, and it sneaks up on me. Hopefully it's not always hearable. I actually considered canceling my stream today, but I'm glad I didn't, because I got to meet some new souls. But yeah, I considered canceling stream just because I was way too vocally tired. I ended up doing, I think like 7 hours of meetings. And I'm an engineer. I don't talk to people. That's not my strong suit. You want to talk to me in my profession, I generally will talk to you for an hour and then go back to the math. So that was a surprise that was part of my day. I don't know if this is supposed to go straight like across like that. I think it's just supposed to be a facade, and then more is this bottom part's actually supposed to come back through. So I'm going to take this piece out, and then we'll do, yep, come back. I think this is supposed to like have a, kind of like those flat roofs you see, where it has like the gardens up on the top. I think that might be how it's supposed to go. So I think maybe I'll do. Trying to think how I want to do this. I could go in and then over. Either way, it's not the biggest deal, depending on how I choose to do this. We just do. So this would have been my outer space, so it was here. I think. We can just work backwards from over there. There we go. You gotta love it when you put buildings together, trying to morph stuff together. I also sneeze a lot, so sometimes I just have to quickly mute so you guys don't have to experience that joy with me. All right. I think this is a good placeholder for some of this. I definitely have a lot of detailing to do. But Scoria is kind of interesting because you got such purpley bits to it. And then non-purpley bits. But we've got some ideas of this this roof. And roofs are awful if you do building. Just awful. Especially because, like, from the geometry standpoint, it is not pleasant. But hey, thank you guys for joining me today, because Gravitas Chores, without this roof may not have happened for a long, long time. So I'm now questioning if I should replace this whole thing with those. Oh, that looks nice. That does look nice. Oops. For reasons unknown to modern people. After nearly finishing the top, I will remove the top immediately. put in the slab top that has a nice clean cut. Do. Most excellent. So yeah, what are you guys up to? Anything fun? We got 10 folks watching, which is a little bit more than normal. So yeah, thank you new folks for joining. I typically, when I watch people stream, I'm generally also gaming. Or I'm doing chores, god-awful amounts of chores. Okay, not a god-awful. I'm terrible about doing chores, so any amount of chores is awful. It's the part about being an adult. They don't tell you that, you always have to eat every day, which obviously seems like a reasonable thing to have known. But then you have to decide what to eat every day. And that's the part that I just cannot. How dare that happen? I grew up cooking for my brothers and all that, but at least then I only had to cook it once or twice. Losing your mind with the Greg, I cannot, calorie rocketry, trying to get it. Nice. That is on my list. And I am 100% going to be using an example that I saw. Someone built this spaceship from The Expanse, the TV show, and I think it looks so cool. I'm hoping it's small enough to work as a Greg Tech rocket, one of those rockets. I haven't looked at the maximum sizes, but it didn't seem like it was too big of a crazy rocket. Okay, no copycats or frame blocks. Good to know. My dream rocket, so I gotta stand up, rearrange folks, so it's the end of the hour, so hydration and posture check. My dream rocket would be to do something similar to the TV show Firefly, which is my favorite show. But the scale I would have to do is just mind-boggling. Using a steam separator to get diamond dust in order to make a cutting machine to cut the silicon buell to be able to make the silicon wafers to combine with the copper polyethylene to make some diodes. I love it. Well, enjoy this beautiful view. And that's pretty. Sometimes you get these shaders are just insane. Let's take a picture of this. That spider, I know you're a lie. You're hanging out in my space. Shaders are so pretty. I did treat myself to a new PC this year, so I have been blessed with it. And I have been using and abusing it, I will admit. See, this one has like the planets moving. So cool. If your computer is a pumpkin, you will not get the same results. My computer is fancy. I have named it my precious, and I appreciate it. It also has pictures of Gollum just living in it because it is my precious. 35% of 490 seconds. Oh, I forgot about the processing time in Greg Tech New Horizons. That's the part where that's the reason I do some builds. I don't really do AFKing, so that I can do builds instead. But that would be vicious. I don't know how much I would build. I'd have way too much stuff built, or not enough, I guess. But oofta. All right, that's there, and then here. Yeah, I think that looks much better. Excellent. But then it also ties in with the Scorchia on the front. Do. I know like some building techniques I was seeing like I watch a lot of YouTube. If you get listen to a lot of YouTube. I listen to a lot of stuff while I math. That's my default, I guess. But I was listening to like some of the build styles and they're talking about like color theory and things like that and I'm like, we are now beyond my skill level. I just want to make I cannot get to color theory in this build. It's beyond my skills or my desire to be in skills. I want to color this simply with some variation. All right, we need to get that back because we are cheap. We're not rich enough to not have it. To be fair, you didn't realize how long it was going to be. Oh, you went straight up for you're going for all of the byproducts. I see, I see. Yep. When you want all the things from the thing, the price tag is a lot more hefty. I don't need that one Scorchio block. These are not that hard to make. Okay, where did I put... See, this is the thing that I love about the shaders now, is you get the light rays. Like, look at that. Look at that ridiculousness. Who signed up for... Who signed up for this? Glorious. Where is my cutting? Did I... Oh, I put it in my bag. I knew it was the whole time. But what was it? I got really into this during the pandemic, like Minecraft modded. And since then, I have now accidentally called every game modded Minecraft. It's all a mod pack. Any game I play is a mod pack. And I get a lot of grief from some of my friends about it. They're like, it's not a mod pack that you're playing. This is a different game. I'm like, huh, Minecraft has improved, I see, when I'm playing like Helldivers. I haven't played Helldivers too much, to be honest. I did enjoy the few times I did play it, but then I got distracted. All right, all right, all right. I see what I have here. Definitely some detail. I might drop down on those, just because I feel like the previous design didn't have those dropped as much. Let's see if it still, like, speaks to a modern world if I... Oh, maybe not that. I didn't realize how sensitively small... Never mind. Maybe? No. Because then this spot will be right on... Maybe. Let's try one of them. When in doubt, give it a go. And then burn it with fire later. Nope, don't do that last bit. Alright, this is a... Peel steel pickaxe. There we go. And I might switch these to the smaller, like, framed ones instead. I do need to still add a chimney over here, I'm seeing. Alright. I'm kind of digging that a little lower, but I don't think it has the same impact on this side. To get variation, you know? Like, that doesn't seem as interesting to me as this, but this is a... I'll do one side one way and the other way. So that we don't burn it with fire, you purge it with cleansing flame. I like it, I like it. That makes me wonder if you play... So I play a Pathfinder tabletop game, and right now I'm also playing a Dark Heresy tabletop game with friends of mine. So it just makes me think of just For the Omnici and no heretics and all that fun stuff. But just for the video game, I enjoy. That's video game. The world. I don't play like I don't play the gateway drug that is Warhammer 40k minis. I understand that it is outside of my hyperfixation skill. So I'm gonna let that like think about its life, right there. Then we got 2 out of the multitude of roofs I needed to get done, and then the next one can be. Can be a smaller one. Yeah, and then I got a walkway, and this will be done up, and in here, I really like the windows of this one, and we're gonna do just some of the processing stuff that I don't want but maybe I'll have some manual inputs, lots of things, and I do need a block factory. All right, there we go. I've talked 12 million times there, and I need my pick back. I'm going to dump some material back into our storage, as the world intended. Boo, boo, boo. Dark Heresy is amazing. My gaming group primarily plays Pathfinder First Edition. Ah, gotcha. NHI, Savage Worlds. Haven't heard of that one. I've been playing tabletop, variations of tabletop since, gosh, what year was it? I don't even know the year, but for 20 years? I love it. Definitely a normal amount of video games. I'm going to make sure I get, that's 32, that's 64. I'm going to put my taxes away before I forget. But yeah, we're playing Pathfinder version 2, edition 2 right now, which I never played Pathfinder before. I started off in 3.5 Dungeons and Dragons. So that's been an interesting endeavor on my part. Everything I want to do seems to be a feat, but that's okay. But that's my big thing I've noticed. And I'm like, oh, could I do this one thing? And they're like, yes, but you're going to have a feat for it. And I'm like, oh, I just wanted to be able to do the thing. I play my dark, not my dark heresy, my Pathfinder character is a barbarian with animal instinct. And she is a changeling with, what is it? Shark teeth? She's a shark instinct. So she morphs in and has like big teeth skis and doesn't quite understand that she is a barbarian right now. She just loses her temper and grapples people with her jaws. Very normal behavior. And then I have a Psyker in Dark Heresy. So lots of fun stuff. It's one of my favorite. If I had to think of games, it's probably tabletop games because I think they're just so fun and social. Like my dream would be able to do dinner parties with my friends and also tabletop. I used to do something similar in college and it was glorious. But trying to schedule that is just god awful. Does not work. And then probably Minecraft. And I think after that, it's probably Mass Effect. I adore Mass Effect. I've played it way too many times. I only play like one route. I can never be mean to certain people. It's just not in my soul. Um, and I do like Sims building and all that fun stuff. But I get addicted to those and I play way too many. And they're a little too close to my actual life job for me to walk away from playing those and being like, ah, yes, I had a good relaxing weekend. Instead, it's like microdosing my job. Like, yes, I pretended to work all weekend, but the budget didn't matter. I was playing SimCities. So I fell in luck with that. So Monster Hunter's Eye is Monster Hunter International. Interesting. 92. Lovely. I've been playing since, gosh, I want to say 2000. So right up there with you. It's glorious. In college, my one of our buddies would like make dinner and we'd all get together and eat food, a good meal with balanced stuff. And then we would play 3.5 or I really like the Star Wars books as well. Those ones could be really, really fun. But I will take advantage of any. I think the last time I played Star Wars D20, you could be a noble character. So I played noble. And they were like, well, we're on hiatus. Like, your characters spend like 3 months doing something. And I'm like, that's cool. So every day, my character was allowed to request, what is it called? Request aid from people. And at the end of 3 months, I had enough money to, because I asked them, like, can I roll it, you know? And at the end of the thing, we basically ended up with a fancier Millennium Falcon with back to tanks and everything. Because see, we went on a hiatus for a few months in the world, not in reality. So my character was able to get all of the money. And it always made me smile because I was like, I mean, I wouldn't stop asking for favors. One of those moments you just see a game master make a choice and you're like, yes, this is my plan. Can I still do it? Please. All right, it's dark out again already. My gosh. Okay, we are at 9:20 here. So I do play for another 40 minutes. So if you do have anything folks would like me to go take a look at, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just keep on doing what we're doing. Um, Probably not putting the third roof on. Yeah, I think my limit on roofs is don't want to put the third roof on. Do I have any andesite brick? I do not. So I need what is it? Mortar? Okay, we have that. Ugh. So I need to get a bunch of brick here. So we can at least work towards the processing. In Pathfinder, you're playing a Skull and Shackles game, so part of it's going on about parting from stupid overkid. Lovely. Hey, that's hilarious. Sometimes it's fun to, get overgeared, the madness of it all. I do find sometimes, like when DMs are too stingy on gear, it can make me a little sad. But I also, it does make things difficult when you're OP on some of that stuff. What was it? I was doing what is it? The last time I played with I think it wasn't Pathfinder. It was fourth ed, I think. I'm never good. I kind of describe them all as just say the same thing. But the ones that have minions and all that, I ended up just deciding to play a Scion that I bought so many rituals, is what I'm trying to say. I had a ritual for any possibility, which was lovely, but very frustrating, I imagine, for the DM. Or fun. Maybe they found it fun. But I definitely took advantage of that by having something in my pocket for a possibility. I spent all my money on rituals and ritual components. Like, oh yes, do you want gear? I'm like, nope, nope. I have no need for food. I don't. I just want some shiny books. My wire cutters do not appear to be in here. Gosh, I love ADHD. Wire cutters. You can come back over here. It's going to sneak up on me and they're going to be in there. Wire cutter? Cutter? Did I lose gear? In a weird location. We had rose gold wire cutters. Okay. I'm pretty sure I didn't need replacements yet. So, you don't look like you're holding. It's next to my red steel. I have red steel boots? Oh! Excellent. Well, thank you very much. These guys can have his boots back. I was going bonkers. And I'll put on these chain link pants again. I don't need this helmet. I forgot. I legitimately could not see that. Okay. Thank you so much, Captain, saving me from my sanity. I was going to start looking in every container I could have put it in. Which would be riveting, I imagine. Yeah, they haunt me. I made doubles of these to start, so it's kind of impressive that I just started now to run out. And so this is still processing my copper because I decided I was going to run it in the world's slowest manner. And then I wanted to make stainless steel, which I got a bunch of. Perfect. Nothing waiting out there. Excellent. And we'll just grab some of this. Not all of it. Not all of it. Throw some in here. I really need to get my EBFs on demand or like shared walls with the same coils. So that is definitely on my list to think about. You do the same with your create work toolbox. Oof. I really need to do a proper create refresh. because I was taking a look at it the other day, and my create, like I do still plan to keep create moving in my life, but like literally, this has become part of my create. I have a hole in here. These guys are mostly empty. Like this one has literally nothing in it, so maybe I should put that on my list. Create refresh. Oh, have I showed you guys my weird um obsidian farm? Let me see here. I don't know if it still works, so the weird obsidian farm should, with shaders, make this less horrible. Basically rotates 3 pieces of glass under this, and it's pumping lava. And then every time it stops, it forms, and it throws obsidian everywhere. Not the most efficient, but I think it's a cool looking one when shaders aren't going insane. But yeah, the spray would mean I do need to put this higher up, but it's just a little guy. And I have the creation of obsidian plates and all that stuff too. But I love these just little weird things. Ended up having to pump lava in and have it literally at the slowest speed possible. That one. And that was the speed that it could handle. And also on this spot, you have the water to cool it. And I had a item silo to drain into another piece. So it's an item silo to release stuff to go into this thing. It's just a little silly. But I had a lot of fun. And that's what I love about Create. They're so weird. All right. So I did that piece. Excellent. What is on my list? Let's just double check this one, see how she's doing. Seems all right. Not doubling up yet. Ooh. Okay, it loaded in. I was debating on. I really need to figure out somewhere to put a gun build. And I don't know if I don't want to, but I also need to. So if we use the scorched guns, I need something to fight a dragon with, a tier 5 dragon. The Forlorn Hope does speak to me. Like, that just seems like a cool one, but it requires Skulk, and we're not getting anywhere near that. The Gauss rifle, I think someone was mentioning. So it's just a pain, is what I'm seeing. It's not a pain. It's just a variety of difficult things. Diamond steel. All right. Do. Diamond steel weapon. That's a drill. I don't see an option for that, unfortunately. What I am seeing is just looking for damage. Swords? Would they be swords? See, I'm really good at fighting. I'm so excited to fight. Alright, if I were to look for swords, attack 11, 7. The diamond sword is 12. 13. I don't know about Damascus steel on how that is difficult to perform. NV, that's not the worst. Never mind, that's a 9. That's not very helpful. Jeebus, some of these are going to be would be difficult to get. Okay. What if I plan on using, well, we got 30 minutes. I have a beautiful soulbound jetpack and other pieces. I don't have any levels to make anything else soulbound. But we could soulbind some of these things. Not soulbind. We can go back for some of those. I got an axe. A pick. This is 9. This is 14. Okay. Well, that's kind of wins. keep some of this stuff in my backpack. We got food. All right, I'm gonna take a gander, just to scooch, just a little walkabout. The Mass 55. Badoo. Scorched Guns has that. Okay, is that okay, okay. Well, I'll put that up here. These will be on our consideration. One thing I need to do to start, though, and to remind myself of how much I don't want to do this, and oh my gosh, my battery's low. What am I running that's taking on my battery? Seems like it's just barely keeping up. That was not going to help it. Probably that electric blast furnace I have. I'm just going to pause these pieces. These guys don't need to be working right now. They could choose life. How's my fuel? Ah, that'll do it. I do need to make a good Greg Tech energy spot. I was thinking benzene, a benzene system, but I'm wondering if I should just bolt all the way up to, like, if that's... I'm trying to figure out how much I should invest in benzene and the greenhouses and whatnot. Hi, Yotso. I have a black lab who's 6 years old, who's lovely, who is nudging me right now, who wants attention. Okay, no, let's see. You still have 30 minutes before I take you for a walk. All right. We'll just steal all of the gasoline in this container. I do have more being processed over in the out base, but it's definitely using a lot more faster. So I'm going to want to start investing sooner than later, because I think I do plan to have a train that comes through and shows. I thought that was a spider. All right, let me imbibe for a second. Speaking of which, I also, Captain should get the plasgun and the Lockwood on there. Do you play Gravitas as well? I guess I forgot to ask. Lock E-Wood. It sounds like you got Create going on, so plausible. All right. I'm going to take a quick look at the outpost just to check on our gasoline supply. I have a little setup over here by the nether tanks that have these little fake guys. So I got about 570 in there. And my diesel is sitting 636. Hey, excellent. LUV, nice. I see. You have great skill then. You know the madness of what we're up to. I finally caved and stuck a ender tank here versus writing the code up there for this to go by itself. But our diesel is still pretty high up, so I think we're going to run out of our processing speed soon, but I anticipated that. Do you use nitrobenzene? All right, we're going to go look. I want a lightning dragon, so we're going to go look for a cave around here to see if we can figure out where the 5-star bad guys are. This is potentially going to be the worst idea ever, and I may immediately try to run away. But I also need to get a bunch of light sources. So, fire pits. Yes, please. And I believe I have a flint and steel in here. There we go. All right, we got fire. We got the madness. So are you playing on the public server then? Or just you lurk on the Discord server? I'm leaning towards the other in your thought in since our conversations. All right, we're looking for lightning turret. Nitrobenzene was nice, but you didn't like replacing your rotors. Oh, you have to replace your rotors. What's hog, if I may ask? Is that the high octane gasoline? All right, we are looking for a hole in the ground that hopefully will not include those beasties noticing us. So I would like to find space to lose myself into the ground. Luckily it's day, but those guys wake up in thunderstorms. All right, let's do this. Never been afraid a day in my life. It gets so different when you have flying. So useful. Excellent. So it is that. So many dragons. Ooh, an apple. I just feel like, you have to when you're out enjoying the... Oh, put that back on. I thought I threw my whiskey on the ground and I was going to have a moment. A sad moment. These are all filled with water. I would like to go to the caves. Please. Oh, if we find a waystone, that is the great question, because I am very lucky with waystones, typically when hunting for things. Looks like we'd have to go swim for water and then dig, and I don't really want to do that. So it looks like we're coming up on some more lightning dragons in that direction, which is good. But maybe I need to move to the edges here. All right. And we have waystones with us. I have 3 left. So I feel almost like I need to go hunt again. Running out. Let's see here. Take a beverage drink before I get terrified. Put my beverage away from my computer and other things. We can do this. This looks like a ravine. Nice, safe ravine. Somewhat safe, but also not very deep. Hello? We're trying to find a Title 5, a 5-size dragon. Is anyone home? I believe you have to go quite deep for these. Okay, that was creepy. Oh, okay. Okay, take this off. I'm not scared of the dark. Not scared of heights. Never been scared a day in my life. This is fine. This is fine. Dolomite won't trigger collapse. That's a nice new thing they added. Oh, speaking of which, I should be putting some of these down. I know how to get the heck out of here if I eventually get out of here. This is fine. We're already at 23. I love the new caves generation. All right, we got this. If I have a loud tone, I apologize. I do not do scary things well. My own fire scares me. But we need to find a dragon, a big guy. Frame torches also don't blow out. That is true. Someone once replaced all of my torches with frame torches at one time when I was on Pilpo's Patreon server. And I was like, my God. Oh, I hate it. The pack does a good job with all the things that I don't like. In regards to, is that uranium? Yeah, uraninite? Raw marble. That shady creepiness. Hey, Aspiring! Thank you. I appreciate it. Aspiring is why I have all the cats, FYI. I just want you to know. I checked on them today. They live. My ad break is ending and I didn't even realize there was an ad. Okay, we got this. We're strong, independent people. We're looking for further down. Okay, that was just me. And we're looking for a large dragon. Okay. Not the silliest thing I've done. Not seeing anything over there. I'm wondering, it looks kind of like this is a dead end. But I'm also seeing some stuff like just using the mini-map just to scoot to try to find some things. Seeing a lot of water caves. Does this lead more? No. Alright. Do you have a dragon, Captain? Are you of those lucky ones who have claimed the dragon? Alright. Caving is so much more different once you have flight abilities. Makes life so much easier. But I also expect at any moment something awful will happen. Okay. So this still kind of leads to watery sides of stuff. Yeah, see that water? Oh. And not just water, but cobwebs. I love when cobwebs get added. Makes it extra fancy. Dolomite. Gravel and creepy things. Nice, nice. You had to go cave diving to find your dragon? Oh. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if I'm going to have to go ugly cave where you just branch mine until you find some of this. But here's hoping. Because I'd be really sad if there's not a 5 hanging out at that spot. But we're going to do a quick little moment. Take a... quick little... I've never run into a 5 dragon. So this is where those lightning dragons were. Like, that makes me feel like there's a dragon nest right underneath it. But I'd have to get over near, you know? We'll try to organically find one for the moment. I already forgot which way was up in this cave. And just if I want to build, I'm reducing the amount of spawns in this area, right? I stay in the air. Thank gosh for flux networks, because if I had to worry about the charge on my poor Delio, I would have such a difficulty with this. There's some interesting Z thingies. Okay, where do I go from here? You have disappointed me, cave. I have not found the entrance that I was hoping for. It would be kind if you could just continue in a very normal direction. Ugh, it's horrible. I want a dragon, so you guys are helping with my Gravitas chores. Because I need to find a very large dragon. So thank you. Thank you for joining me. I hope you don't jump. I'm surprised we haven't run into any mobs. Because they do spawn down here. Man, that's cool. They do spawn down here. Oop. I almost threw my blue steel into that, just for your knowledge. Wow. It's malachite. That is so pretty. I'm trying to do some stuff for, like, trying to potentially make a trailer for Vortex on this. And that felt like a very scenic moment. If not a trailer, at least I can put some stuff up on that. Badoo-badoo. I could just work on my health and pray for a dragon. That looks like oil. Yep, oil. Alright, this looks like a dead end on the mini-map, but doesn't look like one on this. Just going a complete circle. I'm surprised we haven't found enemies. We've had blood moons, so I know that they're on. Man, that's creepy. It took me weeks to find marble, and we're just walking through it now. My bitterness is absolute here, folks. Jeebus, no, no! Oh. I'm alive. I didn't freak out at all. The dark cave! It's fine, guys. Alright. I just panicked and I let them explode. But now I have the axe, so I'm ready. Oh, we've already been here. Alright. Yeah. Hi, folks. I used to take all of my ATM, my Gravitas chores in caving just for this reason. because I loathe this, but also I find it's very valuable to do it. It's just awful, awful to do. Especially since they add scorched mobs and they got those creepy, like, creepy ones. Ugh, awful. Hope there was some good words there. They have some really creepy mobs. Tactical distance creeper. I like you, John. I like how you vocalize these things. Yes, I'm a very tactical person. Also, if I try to break out of here, I could cause so many cave-ins. Alright, so I'm not seeing anything. I don't know why I decided I needed to go down this noodle one in particular, but I did feel the urge. It was the one that was going to solve my problems, I thought. Whew. Just walk it off. Just walk it off. Why light anything up ever again? Just get out of here. You don't need a dragon. No. Oh, a spring water. You're right. I am advanced now. I could just bring spring water like a cool person. You're right. I will do that next time, if I remember. For now, I must figure out how to get out of this cave. Alright, there is a creeper on the mini-map, but not really my problem. It looks like we got water situations going on up here. Maybe if I can find a water aqueduct to jump into. Nope. Alright. Back this way. Alright, we got about 15 minutes left. So there's a possibility I just go ham and dig straight to potential big dragon and get my butt kicked, but my butt will get kicked. Getting out of here. I forgot which way I came in. My brain just ate itself. So we may end up... Spring water is how we heal in this mod pack. So it's that's one of the only ways to like heal fast. I want to say that's a dragon too, but I'm not positive if it's just a dragon or a meteor. Is there anything near us? Where's me again? Okay, I'm here. I don't see none. Alright, and we get cave-in, so I think the fun part about this is I might just cause a cave-in on some of this. Let's see here. Yeah, healing's big, and I have an incredibly low health. If you were ever curious on what bad health looks like in this mod pack, I don't want to grab material, though, that I want to keep. Might trigger a collapse. This could be a problem. I could just... I'm so torn right now. We could just put one of my... Yeah, we'll do that. That's why I collect so many of these things. These are not renewable. Exploring my lightning area. Here's this. We got a few more options. We can go back to the other lightning dragons. Ooh. Oh. The moon is up. I can drink water again. We shouldn't speak of such things. I don't drink water as a character. Alright. With spring water, you're able to make an AFK stasis chamber. Nice! You didn't boil alive from heat stroke, so that's good. Alright. So it looked like the dragons had the thing. So I'm wondering if wildebeest attack me. One. Hello, wildebeest. Nice to see you. We got 49 minutes. And I'm wondering if we use our great skill to dig in, like right around here. If we can if we dig just straight down until I hit a cave. Because I do want to get this dragon sooner than later, I guess. Not necessarily today, because it's absolutely not today. But it would be nice to be able to get something. But I don't want to land on the dragon either. I don't even have any health. So, hello. Hello, strange souls. This looks like a small cave. Potential deepness over that way, though. But if we look at the map, there's a lot going on. And this would be the direction you'd want to go. Hello. Do. Why are you going back up? I don't like back up. Okay. Do. I do love the fact that I feel like there's an appropriate amount of creepy in this in this mod pack. Do I like creepy? No, I loathe it with passion. Gotta drink your whiskey for that haste, you know? And I probably should eventually get all the upgrades for my mining gadget. I don't have my blue. I didn't bring my blue one, so we're going with this, whatever speed this is. Oh. You know how hard it is? We triangulate for those things later on. Find an eld wire. Silicon wafers are done. Nice. Now we're finding the polyethylene from ethylene, from propane, from naphtha, from solar oil. Nice. I have ethylene going right now, so I've got 156 buckets, but I did a big run on polyethylene like a little while back, so I'm not too worried about that. All right. We're kind of doing a Hail Mary here in the last 9 minutes of stream, so either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Been a lot of folks this one, so the raid from Vasilios was appreciated for sure. I'll definitely have to look at what they're up to. Give them a follow. GT&H hardcore, my gosh, that is madness. Yeah, same with you, John. Like, I don't know how polite or good sportsmanship I would be on a hardcore world. I feel like I would not be very good at maintaining my calm if something happened. Like, it might kill the game for me. Oh, that water scared me. Very cool, but scared me. All right. We're here for a dragon. And to survive. Streaming GTNH hardcore is great. If it wasn't a work day today, wow. Hey, cool, you stream as well. Good to know. I'll have to take a look. I know you said you were going to send a lawn base, so I'll have to see what's up. What is this? Just moss? Just moss due to the horrifying thing that we're running into? Okay. Makes sense. You know what I should do? Is in my infinite wisdom here. Up. Well, how about I'll give you a follow and try to see if I'll check out a VOD. Otherwise I am on Discord, but I don't know if it accepts deep, ooh, I didn't know it looked like that when I was out of here. DMs. I do plan on having a Discord eventually, but that's future monsters problem. That lava was so pretty. I was drawn to it like a fly. All right. Are you spring water? No. They are fish, though. All right. I don't think I'm going in the direction of the whatchamacallits. The lovely dragons, though. Stop looking at the ground. You look at the ground, you get blinded. You must learn from your folks about this. Do you just stream whenever you're free, John, or do you have a schedule? I know, I watch Monsters Badger on Thursdays, who also streams this pack, because I've been giving him shit for, I think, 200 hours of his... not the full time, but he does it pretty consistently on Thursday, so I like to drop in and tease him, you know? He's further along than I am right now, and that needs to be rectified. Hello, Creeper. It's nice to see you. Oh, I didn't see that one. No one shot me recently, so I'm a little weirded out by that. But this flying in caves thing is lovely as long as I don't look at the walls. The walls are not good. Man, that's cool. Um, Looks like there's a giant lava lake around here too. So that's not great. All right. Hi, lava. It's nice to see you. I'm gonna land right next to you for a second. And what we're looking for is a big dragon friend. All right. You wish you had a schedule? You basically stream when you think you have something interesting. Ah, mostly morning specific. Okay. Good to know. I literally stream what I find to be boring. Sometimes I get distracted by these. Wow, that's cool. I love this mod pack. Okay, one moment. My shader's doing weird things here. Send this off to Vortex. Look at that coolness. Anyway, that's not a dragon though. Is this the dragon material? Nope. Granite. Granite, you look deceptive. We're staying off the ground. The moment I go on the ground, all those bad guys will form in, and I will get my butt kicked. You think if you were a decent builder, you'd build and stream that too? Makes sense. I mean, I don't always stream building. I've just started to do it a little bit more, but I also get like wanting to make sure you like have a target or something like that. Keeps us on focus on the pieces that we're working on. I babble a lot, and that is the gist of what I'm up to. It also makes it so I go into these caves. These are awful. I mean, they're beautiful, but I absolutely loathe. There's skeletons out here now. I just realized that. Remember when I looked at the. I'm so glad I turned off the thermal centrifuges. That's all I'm saying. Because otherwise I'd be here with a dying jetpack. You know? And this is not somewhere you want to be with a dying jetpack. It's a little bit different. How far down do you need to be for dragons? So we're in the chert again. I'm gonna get scared so much. The moment I run into dragons is not gonna be pretty. We got this though. We're strong, independent people. I don't got this. But I finally found a cave system that I can just do the flyabout thing. So that's good. Now, if it would like to give me a very easy to defeat dragon who's just tired, would like to retire, that could be cool. All right, I think we're gonna have to put up a waystone here because we're at the end of the stream. I'm not seeing dragons. This cinnabar looks really cool in this. And we will. Oh, well, that was rude. Restart that idea. Oh. I'm still amused by that. Nothing there. All right. Boop. Okay. Exploring for dragons. Underground dragon hunt. Badoop. Hunt. There you go. And back to base. Do. Ooh, you think you can craft an ender pearl of sorts that you can search for dragons. Very cool. A nice dragon that just wants to take a nap. Exactly. These dragons are very big, John. Very, very big. So I wonder if it's called a pearl. That's not it. Not it. Is there one that looks like a... There's a summoning crystal. If you have a dragon, you can summon it. I could probably do this fancy newfangled thing called read the book on it, which will probably be my next piece. Because there's fire and air this place of dragons, so nope, just talks about eggs. All right, any luck on this part? We'll just All right, no praying left. We're not going to the zippy zappy zoom bug there. Look what we did today. We got some roofs and things and stuff. So yeah, so thank you guys for joining me. I feel like I'm wearing like one of those safety helmets. Eye of Lightning Dragon. Okay. Eye of ooh. Tell me more. Ah, I need their blood, so I have to kill a baby one. Not a baby one, a younger one. Or I wonder if I can get it from the what are they called? The things on the ground, the skeletons. There we go. Either way, thank you guys so much for joining me this stream. I had a lot of fun. We've made some progress. We got to meet some new folks. I will be back next Wednesday. Nothing on my calendar that says I won't. If you haven't, I have the same name over on the YouTube if you're interested in that. But no pressure. And I hope to see you again, maybe on your guys' stream. So have a great night.